Welcome to Oaxaca, Mexico, a place where tradition, earth, and spirit come together in every sip.
From earth to hand, heart to glass. Anillos isn't just a drink. It's 5 generations of tradition and mastery.
With every single pour, we honor those who made it and the place it comes from. So go ahead, raise a glass, and taste the spirit of Oaxaca.
Anillos Mezcal.
Available now.
Welcome back to Unplugged. Before we get started today, I wanted to address something I saw over the weekend. Andrew Schulz is back all over social media with the repercussions of what has happened from him talking big shit to Kendrick. Obviously, since Kendrick dropped his album, a bar and Whacked Out Murals was talking about white comedians and whoop. Gary Owens tried to jump on that wave and said what he said and kind of fell to the side. But Andrew Schulz has kind of taken this opportunity to grow his fandom and his following and to me, clout chase. And I think since the song is dropped or the album is dropped, he's been the loudest person in this mix outside of Drake's allegations to, the record companies and the streaming companies. Andrew Schulz has been consistently day in, day out, going in and trying to grow from this. And if you want to respond, to what Kendrick said in the song, although he didn't name no names, I don't think no one had a problem with that. But obviously I feel like you crossed the line when you started talking about taking his manhood and just disrespecting him as a man. And now you want to cry about the reaction that you've been getting from the shit you said. I'm not sure what you expected, bro. Comedy, we can't, comedy is comedy. It's hit or miss. And you've definitely found your lane and got some fame of late and have really been doing your thing up to this point. But you crossed the line, and I think that you're finding out what that means now. This shit is not a game. You're not really just going to go around disrespecting people these days, especially someone to his caliber who has the love of the entire West Coast by far, but a lot of love out there in general. So my advice, bro, is just fall back, leave it alone, let it blow over, because the more you talk, the more shit you're going to get in. I wish you and your family peace and happiness, bro, and a little safety. I want to welcome back to the show someone who's gonna end up being your guys' favorite character on this show. The neighborhood hater.
Oh man, welcome, come on, bro. Man. What's up with you, baby?
Hey, Dylan said we got to get you a song. We got to get you some kind of song for the neighborhood hater and get that cleared.
Let's get that figured out soon, though.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You stepped into a space. I think the first few times I had you on the show, you were a little nervous and you weren't really talking your shit like you normally pop your shit. But last week you popped your shit a little bit, and it got some energy on social media.
They torched me in the comments, man. I wasn't ready, man.
Hey, people were mad at me that I was even listening. Bro. I'm just like, the reason why I wanted to do, because you talk like, I can give both sides. I can give a fan side, I can give a business side, I can give a player side. You talk like a real sports fan. You're delusional, you're crazy, you're drastic, you jump off the side of the ship every game, but that's how real LA people and LA sports fans think and talk.
Absolutely.
And that's what I wanted, that perspective here.
Well, you're about to get a lot because we're not relevant right now in the West, and it's tough.
The Lakers in the last, at this point last year, 25 games through, they were 15-10 under Darvin Ham. This year under JJ, 24 games, they're 13-11. 7th worst net rating in the league, bottom 5 in defense, 28th in 3-point percentage, 29th in field goal percentage. What are you thinking right now, a quarter of the way through the season, about your team?
We're having.
But before you do that, Ray, can you come in and Ray is on push-up duty, and he's been a habitual violator. And throughout this show, you'll see Ray periodically jump on camera. So, Ray, if you don't mind, Jimmy's got the camera. You can just do it right there, legs coming into the frame, because
Gotta spark it right.
Yeah, make sure you get it right, bro.
God, hey, he's got some ash on his pants too. He's like a coal miner.
Or I mean, just turn your electronics off.
The ash that was on the chair that I said, why is it on there?
Right, it's on him. So that's that karma. That's that instant karma, Nate.
I'd like to say I don't think I could do 5 push-ups in my current status.
You know. Come on now.
Here we go, Ray. 10. 1. Yeah, 2. Keep your thought though, Gino, because we're gonna get right back to you.
I'm with it. God, that boy's strong.
Ain't he?
Yes, Jesus.
Yeah, he ain't really smoking, but we'll give him a pass.
Yeah.
Actually, Ray, can you give me 2 more? Because I didn't really feel like he was smoking during that time, bro.
Damn, look how you're doing my boy, Ray.
Hey, I didn't see no smoke come out. Was the problem?
I told you the blunt was
Come on, man, get your thing together, bro. We'll let you ash on the car because we'll have the vacuum up here as soon as you get done. There you go. Now it's smoking. Just give me 2 good ones.
And I know you don't want to fuck them Kobe's up either.
They're already getting fucked.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray. We'll see you in a little bit. Thoughts on your team right now? Again, better out the gates. First 25 last year. 2 games above 500 right now.
I mean, well, first thing is clearly the coach wasn't going to matter. Whether we kept Darvin or we have JJ, it is what it is on the court with LeBron and AD right now. Secondly, I mean, being from LA, man, it's tough watching my team fold like this. Like, imagine we are just coming off a World Series. You'd think like the Lakers would get that championship bug in them.
The city's
actually going the opposite direction right now.
It's dying daily.
Yes, and they're mad at me for saying that I want this person traded, that person traded. Well, somebody's got to go.
Somebody. I mean, as a fan, where do you place the blame? I mean, is it like you said? It obviously the coach. It is what it is with the coach. The roster, is it management? Is it players having a say in who comes and who doesn't? Like, where do you feel like the issue with this team is?
Well, the team is we're not trying to make a move. We're not trying to make any immediate moves, and clearly we're not winning with this team, right? Then we've established that we're not winning with the current team.
And you guys had a pretty dry summer,
right? So we have to do something to make a move, because we have LeBron next year too. So imagine we're going to go on with this for next year.
AD still has 4 more years on his deal.
Oh my God,
that hurts you.
4 more years with AD.
Bill Plaschke came out with the article that said AD and Bron both should. Bron should ask for a trade, and then AD should follow suit. I mean, is it time with this team? I mean, LA fans are finicky. You guys are used to stuff. Is it time to press the reset button? Wish Bron well, maybe send Bron to Golden State. If Bron wants to go to Golden State and see what you can get for AD?
Let me be honest. Like, if they're not going to make a move to make our team better right now, like in LeBron's, this is obviously he's past his prime, but AD's not past his prime. He's in his prime.
Still in it.
In his prime. If we're not deciding to make a move to do something right now, what are we still holding on to AD and LeBron for? Like, really? To sell tickets? To sell hot dogs? Pause.
What do you think, Bron to the Warriors? What would you think of that? So that would probably get you back like a Kuminga, Porzingis, Wiggins, some more. Probably have to be a third team in there, but you can get some young pieces for Bron right now. And then my question to you is AD a piece you can build around, or would you just get AD out too and just press the reset button and start all over? Well, would you get Pelinka out and maybe bring in a Bob Myers? Like, what would you do if it was up to you?
I mean, to be honest with you, we have an old-timer running our ball club, right? LeBron is pretty much the oldest guy in the NBA. Any normal organization will be looking to make a move to better their team for the future. Once LeBron's gone, what do we got? We don't have literally nothing. We don't even have any first-round picks. So what are we going to do for our future? Now, you want to talk about whose problem is it, or who's responsible for this? It's got to be Pelinka. But is Pelinka really running the show for the Lakers?
What are you saying?
What am I saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying that LeBron James.
Oh, is it?
Clutch.
Is it?
What's that boy name for
Rich?
Clutch? Rich Paul. I mean, it seems
like that what the LA streets are saying?
Absolutely. We're not saying that we know that that's what's happening.
Y'all know
like, it's very clear what's happening. It's not like a secret.
Okay.
You know, so we have to get from under that first before we can make any moves, obviously, for our future. Does Pelinka have to go? For any other organization, wouldn't he be gone already?
Possibly.
Especially for an organization that wins like us.
This is the 4th coach under his reign.
That's crazy. Why do you think Magic left? Anyway, we'll talk about that again. We'll talk about that.
Why you think Magic had issues with Rob, right?
Absolutely. What's the meme that they have out right now, Ray? I'm not gonna be here. I mean, he wasn't playing. You know what I mean? And he's not here. So yeah, who's running the show over there? We have to get that figured out. But if we want to stay relevant, we got to do something right now.
Quickly and in a hurry.
Yes.
Speaking of right now, Ray, can I get 5?
Good Lord, Ray.
I'm strong, man.
Just give me
You know what I
5, bro.
mean?
He be
Strong
doing yoga
soldier,
every morning.
baby.
So LeBron is actually trade eligible come December 15th. It's been stated, he stated it, you know, thanks, Ray. The Warriors have reached out at the trade deadline last year, obviously being a free agent this summer. He re-signed with the Lakers. If this team is floating around 500 come All-Star break, do you see him having a change of heart? And do you think it would be dope if he went to a Golden State, or, I mean, where else could he go? I would love to see. I just want to see him play with Steph and let those two ride out.
I mean, that's pretty much the only destination for him to go outside of what, like Phoenix or somewhere on this side, because I can't see him moving back to the East Coast or going back to Cleveland or any of that crazy stuff. LA is LA. Now, let's be honest. The living here is different than anywhere else.
It's great. He's got probably a couple cribs here.
Yes. So would that be the right thing for him to do, especially in the twilight of his career? Does he want to go win one more? Yeah, cool. Take off. The Lakers are cool with that. Like, we're cool with getting rid of LeBron right now.
Okay.
But I feel like we're trapped.
Yeah.
We are definitely trapped. And because we don't just have him to deal with, we have LeBron James Jr. to deal with as well. They did not like when I said that in the comments last time. And it's not about LeBron Jr. for me. It's about my Lakers. I only care about the name in the front.
It has nothing to do with the back of the jersey.
Absolutely.
So, hey, if they do press the reset button, have you seen enough from JJ? I mean, a quarter of the year, this is a hard time. I came out the gates. I know JJ's personality, and I thought he'd be successful because I feel like he's a leader of men. This is just, and I've said this over the past few, this is just a poorly constructed roster. There's not a ton of energy. There's not a ton of youth. There's not a ton of defense. And you need those things in this younger league. Is JJ the coach to lead them if they do press the reset button? And is Rob the guy calling the shots that can help put this team back in order?
Well, I mean, we don't have a lot of footage on Jay. We don't have a lot of tape on JJ, except with the Frisbee League, the flag football that he coached before. Like, we don't have a lot of tape to watch on him. So do we really know?
Don't do my boy JJ.
I love
that.
I mean, come on, man. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem
talk your shit, bro.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with JJ, but is he really? How do we know? Like, it's a mystery to us, too.
So the jury is still out.
Absolutely. Come on.
So is the way this team performs, is that how you're going to take it? Obviously, I know a lot of fans will take it. The record is how good your team is. The record is how good your coach is. Is there a chance that he could be a good coach with not a very good roster?
Possibly. Isn't that what we banked? Isn't that what we banked on by signing him?
I'm asking you.
Do I believe he's a great coach? I have no idea if he's going to work. It's a mystery.
Okay.
So I'm going to learn with everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soto, switching gears. You had a glimmer of hope he might find his way out here, but 15 years, 765. Unbelievable.
15 years? I don't even want to be in a marriage for 15 years, bro. So,
but if you're getting over 50 million a year, you'd be in
maybe,
that marriage.
Yes, we have separate rooms, but I feel what you're saying. Like 15 years.
But he'll probably do 8 of that.
8 years? No, I mean, he's going to get all his money. Don't get it twisted.
He's going to get his money, but he'll probably do 8 years and then get into something that'll exceed that.
Well, from what I see from the Mets, he might be on the trading block by next year already.
Really?
So they're not going to be a great team next year. I mean, we smoked them this year. And they're losing their first baseman probably. Like, I think he definitely was just a money grab for him. Are we mad at him for taking $765 million?
Can't be.
No.
And he wouldn't give a fuck if you were.
Absolutely. Hold on, let me just finish. Do I wish that the Dodgers had him? Absolutely. Because we'd be the biggest show on earth. Even though we're the biggest show on earth now, we would definitely be the biggest show on earth.
What are you guys doing in this offseason? Have you guys made any moves yet?
We made a few moves yesterday. Blake Tiernan. We got the guy from the Giants. What's his name? The outfitter from the Giants yesterday. We're trying to re-sign Teoscar. Yes.
What about the pitcher?
I think we're first in line to get him. And we don't even have to pay him because he's under 25. Like, he's young, so we don't even have to give him a big contract. And why wouldn't he come to us? We got Ohtani. We got the other pitcher from the same team. Absolutely.
Come jump on the wave. Well, Gino, man, I appreciate your time. Thank you for coming over here and blessing these fans with what they didn't want to hear.
I feel that.
But it's the truth.
But do me a favor.
It's
protect me from them, man. They can't call me a Rick Ross starter pack. And I can't hear that. Okay, I cannot listen to that, man. They're going to break my heart, man.
Okay. Whoever comes up with the best diss for him, I'll pay you $100 in the Cash App.
Shut up.
Ray, before Gino gets out of here, we need
5 more, Ray.
We need 5 more, Ray. 1, 2. Great camera work. 3, 4. Thank you, Ray. You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings, 4 delicious flavors, an order of large fries for $16.99. Mango, habanero, OG hot, and my favorite, lemon pepper. What are y'all waiting on? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now at wingstop.com. Last night, my brother Chris Paul became the second in the history of the NBA in assists passing Jason Kidd. Just wanted to really take a second and congratulate my brother, my former teammate, my friend. 20 years in this game, man. Your longevity, your greatness has been on display. From playing against you to having some of the best years of my career playing with you. Someone I feel who's got a bad rap at times because I don't think you understand Chris. Chris sometimes has a problem with his delivery, but it's not the message. I think sometimes it's the delivery. But again, one of the greatest competitors I've ever played with, one of the smartest guys I've ever played with, and I think one of the greatest point guards this game has ever seen. So I want to salute you, bro. Continued success, continued health, and man, it's been a joy watching you all these years. And let's welcome into the show my guy, Steven Jesse Jackson. We got 5 of 5 topics we're going to chop it up with. First of all, I just got done giving our brother CP3 his flowers. Obviously passed our other brother, J Kidd, second time all-time in assists. Jack, you played against CP a ton. What was the game plan like when you had to go up against CP?
Don't let him go right. That was the only thing. If you let him go right, just try to make it difficult for him. You couldn't stop him. He was too smart. I think, just the way CP approached the game, he was tough. You couldn't punk him. So, we knew he was a dominant right-hand guy. And 9 out of 10 times you let him go right, it's going to be a crazy assist or a score by him. So just try to keep him going left, and you still couldn't stop him. But him being where he is now and being second in assists all the time, he definitely deserved it. He's putting his time in. He's probably the best player to ever play without a championship, if not the best, 1 or 2. So, I'm just happy for him.
Jack, you led me right into my next question that you and I were going to talk about. The best player to never win a ring, and I'm going to give you a list, and let's maybe do our top 5. Let's say top 5. So, Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, Carmelo Anthony, Tracy McGrady, Steve Nash, Karl Malone, James Harden up to this point, and CP3.
I can do that.
Let me hear your top 5.
Number 1, I'll go AI.
Okay.
Number 2, I'll go CP. 3, I'll go Barkley. 4, I would go Trace McGrady. And 5, I would say, who else is left?
Malone, Carmelo, T-Mac.
Malone
James.
ain't going on my list. I'll go James
He said,
Harden.
Malone ain't going on my list.
Yeah, I'll go James Harden.
Solid list. Gervonta Davis, do you believe him? Is he done next year? He said he's going to retire in 2025.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe it. Me, I'm buying. I think so because I understand where he is mentally. I've been there in my life, and sometimes me and you have both been protectors and providers of our families. You know what I'm saying, for a long time. And as a man, you deal with a lot of things. Even just coming out the house, you see people. What's up, bro? I got you. Yeah, I see you again, bro. You take on so many roles as a man coming out the house along with the roles you have for your family as being a father and, like saying your profession, all these things, it becomes a lot, bro. So you get to a point where you just want to be with your family, be around the people that really love you, that really support you, that really depend on you, and get away from it all. You know, Tank has made a lot of money. This next year, he's going to make the most. You know, if the fights line up how they're supposed to with Shakur and all these other guys, you know, he's going to ride off to the sunset with a win and with a lot of money, or with a loss with a lot of money. So I understand where he's at. Just getting away from it, man, it can weigh on you. And if you've never been in that position, if you never been through a lot, you know, from, like I said, from things you put yourself through and other people put you through, you know what I'm saying, you'll never understand it. But I understand totally where it's at. It has nothing to do with boxing. To whom much is given, much is required, and change is required. And take his understanding that to be what he wants to be for his family and his kids and the man he wants to be, some things got to change. And letting that tough persona go, I understand it, because I said that recently. I'm not jumping in front of people's shit like I used to. I'm not being the guy that's jumping in front of everybody's shit. I don't want to have no confrontation with nobody. I want to be out the way, so I get where he at.
So if this is the case, if he is done this year, he obviously has Roach in March.
Next year, not this year. Next year.
No, that's excuse me. Yeah, I mean, he has Roach in this upcoming March 2025. He would probably only be able to get one more fight in, right? Who was that one fight you'd want to see before he left?
He said he want to fight 3 times. He said he's going to fight 3 times, but the fight that he has to end with has to be Shakur. It has to be Shakur. I think, you know, that's the only guy I really want to see him fight. Shakur is the best around. They've had words. I love them both as fighters, and as a boxing fan, you know, I want to see the best fight the best.
I get where that mental drain and wear and taking time away from the family and if what is he? He's mid-20s?
30.
He's 30? I could see him stepping away for 30. A little bit of time and possibly getting that hunger back and coming back, and, you know, after a year or 2 years. But, you know, I think what you hit on is that mental drain is a motherfucker, man. And when you feel like you've had enough, you definitely either have to stop or step away, because if your mind is not all the way in any of these top sports, man, you could tell.
And you got to remember, he missed a year from the sport in jail. You know what I mean? So, like, just that whole experience will weigh on you.
A lot. Mental health, man. I mean, we just talked to KD about that. The TNT crew is coming to ESPN in 2025. I guess ESPN said if you can't beat them, buy them. I'm not even mad at the move. You know, obviously what that TNT crew has meant to the culture of basketball and the culture in general has been huge. So what my understanding is, it'll still be produced by the TNT side or the TNT guys. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it'll be licensed similar to what Pat McAfee did. Jack, what do you think about this new wave of athletes and really the ability to get your whole shit together and then start leasing or licensing out to these major streamers and networks? I think we've come a long way as far as the way sports media is told now.
Yeah, I don't think about it. I think about all the smoke and all the smoke production, what we got going on. I don't think about none of that shit. I'm just keeping it funky with you. I think about what we got going on, our family, the people around us, and you know, the couple of other shows that I support for the people that we work with. But I don't think about that, bro. I honestly don't. I think about what we got to do to keep making the way with what we got going on.
Keep making our dope shit. That's the kind of stuff I worry about. I like you worry about one side, I worry about the other. No, I just like
my brain.
I like being able to say,
hey, don't give me no migraine. Don't give me no migraine. I have to worry about too much, bro. You know, keep my shit limited.
No, I feel you. No, I like to just see. You know me. I'm more the business side, so I like to see the landscape and to see the way things are shifting, and to be able to give our company ideas to go out and do with the Amazons and those type of the Peacocks, that kind of stuff in the world. So I love seeing it. I love learning from it, but I feel you. It's all the smoke or nothing. Stephen A. reported is about to break the bank, anywhere from 100 to 120 million. He might also be able to do some licensing there. He currently has his own show on YouTube. Thoughts on Stephen A. Obviously, it's been a roller coaster with y'all too, but just the way he's able. I remember Stephen A. coming in, man, when I got traded to Philly, and when he was around AI at the beginning of my career and kind of the beginning of his career, and to kind of see his journey and the dips and turns and lefts and rights it's taken, but to be able to say that a sports personality is about to make 120 million. I mean, obviously some guys have made more, but those are normally former athletes. This guy's, a self-made personality, and he's about to sign a check for 120 million, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more incentives and bonuses involved.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we disagree on a lot of things, but the respect still remains, and I congratulate him for
Facts.
even being, able to get that money. Man, get your money, bro. I ain't never been no hater.
Hell
Get
yeah.
that money, bro. And
Mhm.
if anybody deserve it from the way he's been self-made, Stephen, they deserve it. You ain't got to
Yeah, I ain't mad
agree
at
with
that.
everything he say to respect him and congratulate him on the success he's had all these years. So I salute
Yeah.
him for it.
Definitely. I'm happy for him too. Jack, I don't mean to interrupt, but Ray wants to get down and give us some push-ups. Jim, can we make sure we get the camera on him? Thank you. So we can continue our conversation. Yeah, man, I mean, if you follow this show, if you disrupt the show in any way, whether it's Unplugged or All the Smoke, and you're not a guest, you got to do push-up. But Ray violates every time he comes in the building. Ray has 80 in the bank, and I'm going to get about 70 of them bitches during this show. So, Ray, can we get 20 to start? Can we make sure Jack can see?
Oh, and you got to do it in your teal?
Yeah. And he got the new Kobe, the Kobe bone fits. Don't kick the camera now, Ray.
You ain't
on
gonna
now.
take
We're
the
trying to run the
shoes
production
off?
over here, Ray.
You creasing them boys?
Go ahead. He focused.
you-
Yeah, 1, 2, yes, sir. 3,
And he doing them on the fingertips,
5,
too.
6, 7, 8, 9, 9. It's good form. 10. Come on, 10 more. 11. Let's smoke, Ray. Come on. I've seen
Yeah, he ain't
more smoke
smoking.
before.
He ain't inhaling.
And, he just blowing it out. Good work. We don't even care about the ash. We'll vacuum that up. Yes, sir.
That's 6,
Damn.
7.
That's a good
8.
20. Hey, Jack, don't worry. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Good job, Ray.
Catch your breath, Ray. You got some more work to do. Catch your breath.
He loves those things, y'all.
Absolutely loves them. That's why he's got 60 more. The other day, Rachel got some time with Ant in LA, and let's take a look at that video right now.
Last time I saw you was the Olympics. I just wanted to catch up and see who you think on your team you learned from the most and how you're applying it so far this season.
From the Olympics, I'll probably say Steph.
Yeah?
Just playing without the ball, running around, cutting, setting screens, getting guys open, just being happy for my teammates. I think Steph did that in the whole Olympics, and I definitely try to mimic that a little bit.
So that's why you're shooting 40% from 3?
I think that plays a big role in it too, just watching him and trying to figure out my mechanics for sure.
So interesting. Thank you, Rachel. I imagine a young up-and-coming superstar being able to be around the greatest, some of the greatest guys I've ever played, but definitely, the greatest in the game currently, and just be able to kind of see these guys work every day. I remember my brief time at the end of my career at Golden State. It was a joy to watch Steph and KD and Clay work after practice. Like, I was someone, and when I went there, all the courts are always filled with, Iggy and everyone, but to see the front court was KD and Steph, and sometimes Steve Nash would be in there with them, and then Clay on the other side. I'll see Clay knock down 97 out of 100 fucking threes, and then I see Steph and KD doing the 1 foot balance, left hand, right hand. Just incredible. So I say all that to say, for Anthony Edwards, a young up-and-coming superstar that can still put some of this kind of stuff in his game. Jack, was there anyone that was instrumental as you were a young guy kind of trying to find your footing in this space that you could really lean on and took notes from and was able to, add some part of their game or their mental to your game?
Yeah, for me it was Steve Smith. I talk about him all the time. I mean, he gave me a lot of knowledge, not only, as far as playing wise and understanding my shots and how to get shots and how to post up and stuff like that, but even when, I was put in a position where I had to replace him in the starting lineup, I didn't know how to walk in the locker room and say something to him because I was taking a spot, but he broke that ice. He pulled me to the side and was supporting me just like I supported him. So I learned a lot from Steve Smith, so that was my guy, so I understand it.
Speaking of Steph and the Warriors, the word desperate has come out from that side to try to find an all-star caliber player to run alongside Steph. and for the remainder, I mean, I think Steph is 36. He's still incredible, but they want to try to put a piece next to him that could really, maximize his remaining time. Anybody come to mind that could really say that they're contenders?
There's only two people that could possibly even go there and make them contenders, and it'd be Giannis or Bron. I don't see nobody else. Giannis or Bron. They can land one of them two. Yeah, they got action. Anybody else, they're spinning their wheels.
I'd love to see. Shit, my bad. I froze for a second. I'd love to see Olympic Bron with that team. The one where he can just kind of run the show and make things happen out there. So we shall see what happens with that. Obviously that Clay's in Dallas now. The little back and forth with Draymond came off the bench one game and started the next game. They're over there trying to kind of figure out anything they could possibly do to maximize this remaining time. So we'll have to stay tuned with that. Jack, before I get you out of here, if you don't mind, I want to call Ray back to the stage and get some more get some more work if you don't mind, Jack. Jack, if you don't mind,
encore.
That's 20 down.
Yeah.
Right?
So you got 60 more, but I'll just give me 10. And tell Jack you'll see him later.
In the teal. Knocked out 40 in the teal. I see you, Ray.
No, it'll be just 30 when we're done. Thank you, Ray.
He's doing 10? Mm-hmm. He's creasing the shit out the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Ray. So dedicated.
Damn it, Ray.
Damn it, Ray.
We got 50 to go.
30 down.
Be careful
Only
next time,
50
Ray.
more.
Just go and put your shit on vibrate, bro.
He don't know how to do it. He had 60 in the bank and violated today. Like, how does that happen?
Oh,
Jack thinks you be doing that shit on purpose, right? I tell him I just tell him you're you're the most technologically sound person out here besides Jim, and now that's your excuse.
I missed the step.
Jack, appreciate you, bro.
Identity. All right, y'all.
Hey, man, enjoy your time. I heard you're heading over the waters, man. Clear your mind, man. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna tap in with y'all before I leave and give y'all my location everywhere I go, cause I ain't feeling it.
You might need to sign. You might need to send a plane for you.
Yeah, man, come. I don't know what they say. So, man,
come get your boy.
Yeah, man, come get me if something happen.
All right, bro. Have fun. I love you.
I love y'all too. I holler at y'all.
Yeah. Now I want to welcome in Jordy. And one thing I want to do on this Unplugged show is kind of stay in touch with the younger culture, younger generation, with the memes and the TikToks and all that kind of stuff, because I'm building a business here and we have to be able to relate to different demos. And this person, by some, has been called the NBA edit king of TikTok. Welcome, Jordy. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, man. I'm excited to be here. I'm so grateful to be here sitting with you.
It's good to have you. Is this your first interview? Have you done an interview about your talents on social media?
This is my first interview. This is my first time showing my face. So this is a monumental day for me and I guess the brand Jordy. So
hey,
yeah.
we're unveiling. We're pulling shit back today. Well, man, I recently saw your main account got banned, but you got it back quickly. Yeah. What does that say about the fan base you've acquired and the growth of your brand?
Yeah, I mean, that really let me know that the support was real and the love was real. Shout out to Jordy World. My first account got banned for reasons unknown to this day. But I started a new account and in 3 months it's about to hit 300,000 followers. So
that's quick.
Yeah, that's when I actually realized that, the love is real. And yeah, shout out to everyone that supports me for real.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations. How did you get started? Because if I understand, like, you obviously have a regular job, but now this is starting to become a real thing. So how did you get into this position?
Yeah, so I do have a regular job, regular 9 to 5, and it's complete opposite of all this, content creation and sports content. And I was just bored at work, honestly. And I was like, you know what? how can I make this more fun? And so I was on Twitter and they were posting, these edits of basketball with R&B in the back, like smooth. And I was like, you know what? I love music. I love basketball and sports. Um, let me give it a try. And I started the TikTok account and I just, was posting stuff just for fun out of the love. And like, I was okay with, no one watching because I have a passion for music and basketball, like I said. So I was just, creating, and I had the first week that I started that account, I had 3 videos that touched 1 million views. And so that's when I was like, all right, we might have
I got
something.
something here.
Might have something here.
Yeah.
But that's how
You
it got
recently
started.
that's dope. You recently did a collaboration with Kai Cenat to create a recap video. Obviously, streamers are the biggest thing smoking right now. How did
Yeah.
that opportunity come about, and how was that? I mean, because again, that wasn't necessarily my demo. That's my
Yeah.
kids' demo, and I saw them talking about it. Then I saw they had Kev and Snoop and
Yeah,
some more
everybody.
people my age on there. But he goes crazy. So how did that
Yeah.
opportunity come about?
Yeah. I mean, streamers run the internet right now or social media. So he actually reached out to me on DM, and I thought it was fake. I thought
Wow.
it was just like a catfish account trying to, scam me or something. But I went to his profile, it was actually him. And he was actually doing another stream. This was a few months ago when he was doing a little basketball association. And he was like, I would love for you to make the highlights for, my basketball games. And I was like, yeah, of course. It was just crazy that he reached out to me and trusted me to do that. But
Right.
since then, like we've, built a good friendship, I would say. And it's not just always about business. Like he'll reach out to me randomly and just send me like one of my videos and be like, yo, you this fire. So I mean, I'm grateful for the opportunity that he gave me, and I look forward to continuing that partnership that we have. But it was great. He's really down to earth. Like he's one of the faces of this
Yeah,
generation,
for
for
real.
social media, entertainment. But he couldn't be more like real, honestly.
That's dope. That's super dope. What's your goal? What's your dream in this space to do?
Yeah, so I started all this for fun, honestly, and I'm still doing it for fun a year later. And I think I'm like living proof that your life can change in a year because I'm sitting here with Matt Barnes on all the smoke. Um, but I mean, my goal is honestly just to keep having fun with it and just keep sharing my passion for music and basketball and sports in general with the world. But I want to push the envelope further than just making videos. I feel like I built a name for myself, and I feel like Jordy can become a brand. And I look forward to 2025. I want to expand further than just making sports edits. I'm still going to do it, but I want to do some more things. Like now that I've shown my face, I can do real life content. More opportunities can come my way by doing this. So definitely just want to keep expanding on the brand that I built with Jordy.
That's what's up, man. Give me your favorite, or maybe favorite 2 edits you've done.
Favorite two, well, just because this is the most popular one, I did an edit of Jared McCain when he was at Duke, and he was singing this song called 2 Days Into College. And that video got 18 million views. And
Wow.
so that's always going to be near and dear to my heart because that's what really kind of put me on the map as far as in the sports, content creation. Because from that video, I went from like 17,000 followers to 100,000 followers in a few weeks. And so I'll say that one. And then another one of my favorites, um, I'll say all the ones I made at Anthony Edwards with the boss man D-Lo. That I feel like that's just uh, the way D-Lo's music just matches Ant's game, and everyone loves Ant Edwards. So
That's
Ant
what's
Man,
up. Hey man, well, we appreciate your time. We definitely want to do some collab work with you, man.
yeah.
And we appreciate what you're doing, and thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time today, bro.
I appreciate you having me. I actually have a funny story if I could tell you real
Yeah,
quick
yeah, what's
before I
up?
go. So when I was younger in school, there's always this rumor that this teacher, she was dating Matt Barnes. And so we were young, so we had, this is like a little bit after you played out here in the Bay. And so this is like, it was like a rumor, but we had no way to prove it, you know, like, so everyone's like, oh yeah, she dated Matt Barnes. Her name was Miss Mar. And a few years later, someone from our school had reached out to you on Twitter, like, "Hey, do you remember this person, Miss Mar? They said you dated her," and then you tweeted back like, "No, I have no idea who that is."
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I don't definitely don't recognize a name like
Yeah,
that.
no,
But hey, I was out there back in the day, so
yeah, I'm already
ain't no
knowing. Nah,
telling.
you,
I was
you,
in them streets. That's
you,
crazy.
you stamped in the Bay. Nah, that's just a funny story I had to bring up because I was
Yeah,
like
no
part
doubt,
of
man. I
was
appreciate
younger.
that. Well, thank
Yeah,
you for your time today, Jordy, man. Best of luck. And again, we definitely need to collab moving forward.
for sure. All the smoke, Jordy collab coming soon.
No doubt, bro. Have a good one. Before we get out of here, I want to give you guys my picks for this week. I was 3-1 last week. Should have been 4-0. The Rams got the Bills. But 3-1, solid. This week, the Thursday night game. Last week, I said I was going to have to lead the Niners, but Purdy came out yesterday and showed his ass, so I'm back on the betting side of the team. I'm always fucking with you guys. You guys know that. But Rams at the Niners. I'm going to take the Niners -2.5. Even though they just got the Bills, taking Niners at home -2.5. Nate shaking his head. He doesn't agree with that, but that's okay because he's not a Niner fan. Sunday, Bills at the Lions. Bills coming off a tough loss. Can they rebound? Lions have been very consistent this year. Some say the favorites coming out of the West. I'm going to take the Lions -2.5 at home. Steelers at Eagles. Ooh. That's going to be a good one. A lot of back and forth about the passing game right now of the Eagles. A.J. Brown having some issues. Team's only throwing the ball about 20 times a game. It's hard to get a rhythm. But you know who's showing up night in, night out? That boy Saquon. So I'm going to take the Eagles, fixing up the turmoil in their locker room at home, -4.5 versus the Steelers. And last but not least, the Packers at the Seahawks. I don't know if the Packers are for real yet, but I need them to be for real this Sunday to beat the Seahawks. So I'm going to take the Seahawks. I'm going to take the Packers -2.5 in Seattle. That's a wrap on this week's show. You guys can tune in on all the Smoke Productions YouTube and the DraftKings Network. Ray, before we get out of here. Hold on, I hope you guys are still watching. Ray's got 5 for you. 10 more, Ray. Thank you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We'll see you guys next week. 2, 1.